Hey guys, it's me again, Crimson Faery. So I'm in my car. I decided to do a second commute with Faery. I don't know, I'm just in kind of a vlogging mood today, I suppose. I'm still in my work parking lot. I'm trying to get things kind of situated, but I figured there was no reason why I couldn't start recording. Make some minor adjustments. KK. Yeah, I suppose that works. Alright. Woo! Don't know what that little shake was for. Alright, let's... Alright, person who's driving behind me. Mara. Who I thought left at 6. I don't want to hit that person. I don't want to hit anything. Ugh, my necklace is choking me. And, okay. So, I kind of started out having a so-so day. I told you guys about how my day was kind of horrible yesterday, and with work and my ranting and just how I felt like crap by the end of the day. Kind of started out a little crappy just because, I don't know, whatever. So we get an email from my boss, and it contains statistics about our saves percentages, because I think I told you that my department and my job is to keep people from canceling their services. Well, our saves percentage counts as part of our shift bid, and our bid rankings determine when we can pick what shift we want. So you want to be number 1 or as close to number 1 as possible. The last shift bid, I was number 1. And like I told you, I am just that good. I'm not trying to be cocky or brag or whatever. I am just that good. Anywho, the saves percentage only counts 10% of the bid. And we just got our mock bids, which kind of tells us where we are so far in the bid statistics. So that came out on Monday, and I was number 2. And the only reason why I was number 2 was because my quality score could have been a little bit better, and my saves percentage, I was second to last on the team. But that just goes to show that being second to last, or even being last in the saves percentage, doesn't really hurt the overall bid score. Now, that being said, my percentage as of yesterday was 51%, which is right about my normal. So I'm happy with that number. But then a coworker of mine had a 76% saves percentage rate, meaning that he has saved 76% of the customers that he has spoken to, who were eligible to cancel versus actually canceled, and who actually was saved. Because those who are not eligible to cancel, those don't count as any kind of percent. They don't hurt us, they don't help us. If you can't cancel your contract, it's just, you're just shit out of luck, buddy. Anyway, so this representative, not only is he new to the team, he's new to the entire company and industry. I've been doing this for 4 years now. I know my job very, very well. there is something that he is doing, that he is falsifying his numbers. I don't know what, I don't know how, and I'm not allowed to look. So what I did when I got that figure from my boss, I made a spreadsheet, and I went back in, and long story short, I'm able to see some things, and I made it was a short spreadsheet on things that I thought that people were boosting their numbers when they shouldn't be boosting their numbers. I had already talked to my immediate boss about it around Labor Day, and he told me that, he was aware, he was taking care of it. Well, the activity continued, and it didn't look like it was being taken... I don't want to wreck again. It didn't look like it was being taken care of, so I decided to go to my next up supervisor. And that supervisor actually used to be where my current boss is. So I feel very comfortable with him. Not only that, but I have a lot of respect for him, and count him as a friend. Both business and personally. So I go in his office and I say, so and so, I want to talk to you, and I don't want to get any repercussions for what I'm about to say and do. I said, I don't know what to do with the information that I'm finding, and I don't know how to go about bringing this to somebody's attention and actually being paid attention to, because it really, 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 really pisses me off if somebody else is falsifying their numbers when I'm working very hard and I'm doing an honest thing with my job. It irks me. I mean, if it didn't count towards our shift bids and our individual competitions, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care one rat's ass. He could be falsifying his adherence, meaning, a schedule. Well, no, adherence that's counted as part of the shift bid too. I don't know. I can't think of an example right now. Anyway, this is the whole customer service department manager. Basically, he's only 2 steps away from VP level. That's how big this guy is. He looks at me and he gets pissed, and I get scared because I had totally not intended on, number 1, getting in trouble, and number 2, all of my intentions are always good intentions. I never, ever, ever do anything to intentionally harm or whatever. Yeah, maybe I was throwing these people under the bus, but I wanted the falsifications to stop. After he proceeded to reprimand me and explain to me why it was wrong what I did, and he's right. I didn't think it through, and I felt like that big. He explained to me that it isn't falsifying, and I had incorrect information. And then I was pissed because my direct manager could have answered that, and none of this would have happened. I never would have gotten myself in trouble. I never would have pushed the issue any further, and it would have been the end of it. But no, I had to go and just shoot off my big mouth. And I thought I was helping. So then I don't remember exactly what happened next, but I had explained to him that I explained to him about my bad day from yesterday, and then I just started fucking crying. I started bawling my eyes out like a fucking baby. And I couldn't control myself. And that's, I think, what was the hardest thing, was that I couldn't even control myself. So I sat there in his office, and I'm apologizing for crying, and he's telling me, no, don't worry about it. He says, you've obviously got some issues. Let's talk. That's what I'm here for. I want to help you. And so I was like, ouch, totally just smacked myself in the face. Ow. So I told him about my bad day and what happened and how I felt that it was completely unacceptable for that employee to treat me like the way she did. And sorry, this is like holy merges of merges on ramps, and I had right away the whole way, and some people like to be stupid. And my camera kind of blocks my vision of my side mirror. I don't want to get smushed by a semi-truck either. So anyway, I'm in his office and I'm crying and I'm trying to gather myself, and I really want to be a supervisor. We're actually called team leaders, and there's rumor that they were going to hire a second team leader for my team in November, but they have to wait for the fiscal budget to be approved for it in October. So they won't have a final answer until October, which is next month. So, I know why I started crying in the first place. Because when I got in trouble, I got upset and I said I just shot myself in the foot for my chance of becoming a team leader. And that's when the tears started coming, everything just came out, and he's like, no, you didn't shoot yourself in the foot. But when I finally calmed down and we were done talking about so-and-so's absolute rudeness and asinineness and just blah, we were talking about leadership, and that right now he feels that I'm like 95% ready to be a team leader. But that last 5% is that I need to grow a thicker skin against my own coworkers. I've got a thick enough skin against my customers. People can call and scream at me all they want, and it really doesn't bother me anymore. But my coworkers, when they treat me badly, that bothers me. And he says it's because I've got a vested interest in the group. And he's right. I mean, I've been a part of this group for coming on a year now. I'm 10 months. And I think that we all should respect each other. Even if we don't like each other, we have no choice. We have to work together. So we might as well at least be professional. At least that's what my opinion is. And that attitude is exactly what my employers have liked in my previous interviews. However, they just don't see that I have a strong enough backbone to be able to withstand somebody just chewing me to shreds. And right now, he's absolutely correct. So we talked about different things I can do, and I need to start studying some leadership stuff whenever the hell I'm going to get time to do that. Reading some articles, maybe watching some webinars. I think I might try to do some YouTube searches, because it's so much easier to watch a speaker than it is for me to read a book or an article. Believe it or not, if you don't read on a regular basis, you kind of lose it. Not that I don't know how to read, that's not what I'm saying. I just mean, I don't have the desire anymore to sit down and read a book. I used to be a bookworm, and now I don't. If I have the time, I do have the time. In the evening, I could read a book instead of watching my TV shows. But I get more satisfaction out of visually sitting there having the television feed me the words and the visual content, and me just sitting there doing nothing and holding my cat and petting my cat, or eating a bowl of ice cream or something, I don't know, than reading a book. So we talked for an hour. I felt so bad that I wasted his time. Well, I didn't waste it. He told me his door's always open, and then he's there for me, and I know that he is. And he's one of the best bosses I've ever had, especially in the corporate world, because corporate politics suck, and I don't want to play corporate politics. I need chapstick. I need chapstick right now. I'm going nuts. I can't stand this feeling. So for the rest of the day, I proceeded to give myself a dry nose from blowing my nose so much. My nose was like dried out. A severe headache, which turned into a migraine, which is back down to just a severe headache. It's always in my right temple. I don't know why that is, but it's always in my right temple. And then my head still hurts. I'm going to go home and I'm going to take some Tylenol. I'm going to spend some time with my kids. And I'm going to play with my new computer. Oh, I got to call Verizon. For some reason, my Wi-Fi thingy won't attach my computer, my laptop won't sync up to the internet. And I tried to search why, but all the Microsoft forums that I found and everything that I looked at was just way over my head as far as computer geek speak, and I'm being serious. I'm not trying to be funny. It's like, what? Just give me a step-by-step, click here, click here, click here, make sure this setting is on, disable, re-enable, uninstall, reinstall, simple stuff like that. I can't do complicated. And I don't want to bug my husband too much. Although I know I want to be able to do it myself and say that I can do it. So I think that I think I need to call Verizon, because I did see a lot of people say that they talked to Verizon. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm sorry. Oh, I did overtime again today. So so when I got to work this morning, my toast. I remember my toast that fell. One piece was well, actually both pieces were still good, but when I got to work, I wasn't even hungry anymore. I took them in. I think I left my plate. Damn it. I had a dirty plate on my desk. I took them in, fully intending to eat them in the morning, throughout the morning, and I looked at them, and I realized, I added sugar and cinnamon to it, so that's extra calories, besides the fact that they were already so big and thick. I just decided to toss the pieces in the garbage, and I didn't eat them. I had a BLT sandwich made from the cafeteria today, which was very, very tasty, and I asked for a side of pretzels instead of potato chips, and I only ate maybe half my pretzels. And I drank one of those little kids' cartons of a pint of milk, or half pint, whatever. It's a cup. It's 8 ounces of milk. Yeah, it's a half a pint. Which also was tasty, because I don't drink milk very often. But my choices were limited. I was going to drink Gatorade. I figured you guys wouldn't have a problem with that, because it's not a It's not a soda. Gonna like duck my head over here, see if that works. The sun is so weird on my commute home. It's just, I'm constantly flipping my visor back and forth. Okay, my headache is spreading and it hurts in my cheek now, in my cheekbone. Oh, it hurts. It hurts so bad. So tonight's dinner is going to be chicken strips and french fries. I think that's it. I don't think he's planning anything else to go with it. I might have some hot sauce. That sounds pretty good. And then I got some videos to upload. I've got like 3 or 2. 2, because I'm not uploading the one from Friday. I was very, very angry. And you don't want to see that. And I told my boss, too, about he knows all about my bipolar stuff. The big boss, the one that I'm really close with. I told him that they just completely switched out my meds, and then I'm going through a transition period. Not that I'm trying to put in any excuses. I think that's why I'm crying so much. I mean, seriously, when I started crying, I could not stop. I cried for like a whole freaking hour. Used at least half his box of tissues. And when I was done, thank God I was actually on my break, because I went in the bathroom and I just grabbed a paper towel and soaked it with cold water and dabbed it on my face. Surprisingly and miraculously, I didn't run into anybody, like, face to face to say, "Oh, Faery, what's wrong? Is everything okay?" Because I think I might have lost it on them, because I was still kind of hateful at that time. Like, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be a supervisor. I know I would be really good at it. I'm really good at what I do. And I told my husband, I'm like, well, he was like, "So are you going to whip them into shape?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, I'm going to whip them into shape." I'm like, all these policy breakers. Talking about that subject I mentioned this morning, you know, I would be more careful. I'm more detail oriented. I don't care how much work is on my plate. I don't think there's any excuse for lack of proper management. I just don't. And I want to be held to the same accountability when I become a supervisor. So, I don't know, guys. What do you think? You've heard me ramble and rant a little bit, vent, and oh, believe me, this really isn't venting. I vented on Friday. Who did I vent? I was an angry fairy. I don't like the sun. It hurts my eyes. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. It's okay, I'm almost out of the sun. I'm almost back in the valley where I live. Getting off the turnpike. Whee. So when I got to work, and I sat down and was getting all my stuff ready, I thought I saw somebody. I didn't want to hit anybody either. I washed my hair and I straightened it this morning, and it's a little nappy right now, but it is so silky soft and smooth. And you guys haven't seen me before I had my hair treatment done. Basically, after I'd take a shower, my hair would be out to here, because my hair is so thick, and it's the thickness and consistency of black people hair, and I have no black in my family. I've broken combs at hairdressers before. So once a year, I go to my hairstylist, and she gives me a special hair straightening treatment that costs, well, after tip, $180. And the reason why I say it lasts a year is because my hair grows about 8 inches a year, so it grows out and needs to be redone. I cut 8 inches off my hair last November, so it's only taken, technically it was only 9 months, because I got the treatment, I got the treatment done 2 months ago. I'm freezing, hold on a second. Okay. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So one of my coworkers comes up behind me and starts playing with my hair, and he grabs it and was stroking my hair. It felt really good, actually. So guys, if you play with your girl's hair, she will love you forever, as long as there's no knots. If there's knots, there's problems. So I thought it was my good friend AJ. So I turned around and I'm like, oh, who's messing with my hair? Thinking it was one of my guy friends, because he gets all flirty with me, and I kind of like that. But no, it was a woman, and it was a woman I only see once a week, because she has the privilege of getting to work from home. There's like 3 agents who are what we call work-at-home agents, and anyway, so she's just like, your hair is so beautiful and so soft. You really should be a model on TV. And I'm like, not with this body. But no. Anyway, my hairdresser, she was so shocked at how fast my hair grew in the 8 months it was that she cut the 8 inches off my hair. So that's like 1 inch a month. But that does make sense. I just cut my bangs last night, and I took more than 1 inch off my bangs. I cut my own bangs just to save myself money from going to the hairdresser, because I'd have to go every 4 weeks or less. And I usually cut them a little too short in the beginning, so they just last a little bit longer. Ow, I just stabbed myself in the neck with my thumb. Ow, and my thumbnail's long. Ow. Dylan, I hope you're laughing your ass off. I'm tired. And I am so glad tomorrow is Friday. Oh my God, tomorrow is Friday. Saturday, I have my first party for my business. Shoot, and I'm like not ready at all. Fun. These videos might be delayed a little bit, because I want to be able to add my stuff, and it takes forever to make them. I can't believe they're still doing construction at 6:30 at night. Like, what the hell? Come on, people, go home. And I am officially starving. I wasn't before, but I am now. Can you hear the construction vehicle? You can probably see them in the mirrors. Alright, I just want to go straight. Can I go straight? Okay. Oof. Okay. I guess I'm going straight. Sorry for the shaking. Maybe I should have ended this before I hit this. This is Nightmare Street right now. Oh, they have completely torn up the street, taken it down. This used to be underneath the pavement was a brick road, because back in the whatevers used to do brick roads. They even tore up the brick road and basically laid new asphalt where the brick layer was. So everything is sunk, and then they've got the manholes that they just heaped asphalt up, so your car goes like half over this asphalt bump, and it's like boom, 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 and then back up we go. All to lay new storm drains on about a mile stretch. The project started in March, and it is part of the reason why I have to leave an extra 20 minutes early to work than I normally would have to. Second reason is there's a bridge out that goes across the turnpike, which I have to cross to get into my business park. And so I have to go another way, which is much longer and adds more time to my commute, which is why I have to take 20 minutes extra to leave. And it takes that much extra to come home. Because I left, well, let's see, the recording says it's 31 minutes right now. So, well, it's not too bad. I left 31 minutes ago. On a good day, it takes me 35 minutes to get home from work. So I don't know why it seems to be faster going home. I'm just rambling. I hope you guys don't mind me just rambling, because I just am. I guess I could take my sunglasses off. Let you guys see my blue eyes. My sexy blue eyes. I never thought I'd like talking to a camera so much. All that practice talking to myself, and I finally get to do it and have others view it for their enjoyment. Yeah, okay. So that's about all. I'm close enough to home that I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. This has been another Commute with Faery. So you guys got spoiled 2 in 1 day. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow morning. I don't know if I'm going to have anything new to talk about, unless I tell you that I finally got my Wi-Fi thingy fixed. It's called a MiFi. Okay, you guys didn't see that. Alrighty. You guys have a good night, and I will talk to you next time. This has been Crimson Faery, commuting with you guys. Bye.